Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today's Friday and I decided to spoil them a bit. So I'm gonna make them quesabirria tacos. I begin by cutting up all my meat and then I dip my tortillas in the fat I skim off the birria. I did them on my comal because it was too damn hot to go outside on my flat top. I just add some cheese, the birria, and I let them get crisp. Meanwhile, I'm gonna cut up all the veggies that go with the birria and the consomme, which is basically cilantro, onion, limes, and chili oil. And I just put them in small containers. I'm gonna put a piece of foil on the foam box so that my tacos don't burn through the box. I put 3 of the quesabirria tacos and then I open them up and put some cebolla and cilantro inside of them. I left an extra flap of foil so I can cover them up like this because there's people who are coming far away to pick these up and I don't want their tacos to be soggy or cold. I put the condiments inside the box that are gonna go to hook up the consomme, and they also get a side of beans and rice. This is the consomme that they're gonna use to dip their tacos. They also have the option between a soda or a strawberry limeade agua fresca, and they always choose both. And that's it, guys. Today she had about 10 orders along with another 10 or 12 orders from people that I met on TikTok. I'm just gonna get everything ready for her and her drinks and she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them Big Papa wet chile verde burritos. I cut up my pork into little pieces and then threw it in some hot oil to get a little sear. I seasoned it up with a little bit of Chef Merito, both beef and chicken. Don't forget to put your bones in there because that's where all the flavor's at. For the sauce, since my cousin's a big ol' weenie and swears that all my food is so spicy, I only did 3 jalapenos and like 20 tomatillos. Yes, I know, I'm overstuffing my blender. I will leave all the ingredients in the comment section. Once everything is blended, I add the sauce to the pork and add a little bit of water. I'm also gonna add a couple of bay leaves and skim all that gunk that comes out of your meat. I cover it up and let this simmer for about an hour and a half until it was nice and tender. Now for the Big Papa burritos, we're going to spread a little bit of beans in the bottom, add some rice, add the meat from the chile verde, but not the sauce because that goes to the outside, remember? A handful of Monterey Jack cheese and a mixture of onion, cilantro, and lettuce. I rolled it up and this little baby didn't make it to the party. Put it in the foam box and then ladled that chile verde sauce all over the burrito. I put another handful of cheese and while that was melting, I add a side of beans and rice, or rice and beans. A Mexican crema to the burrito and more onion and cilantro. You know damn well the breath is gonna stink at work. For those who have a problem with the word wet burrito, this one's for you. You don't get a wet burrito. They also had the option between a soda or a cotton candy agua fresca and they chose both. And yes, you heard correctly, I did say cotton candy. Now this special lunch is for my son's girlfriend. And I'm happy to announce, guys, that everything's fixed. My son finally fixed the problem and hopefully lesson learned. So his little romantic self is taking her a rose. As for my cousin, I just package everything up for her, get everything ready, including her drinks, and then she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. I coat the chicken in a very spicy mix that I'm gonna leave down in the comments and then I fry it up. I butter my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy. I didn't put any sauce on the buns. I'm gonna put it aside. That way it doesn't get soggy. I also put pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, and a big ass piece of crispy chicken. I top it off with my top bun and then I wrap it up in some parchment paper. I just put it in their foam box and along with the chicken sandwich, they get a side of crispy fries that I season with some Chef Merito, a side of ketchup, and the chicken sandwich sauce. They also had the option between a soda or a pineapple cucumber agua fresca, and they chose both. Today I had so many of these orders, I literally sold out at 11:30. Even with the agua frescas, that at the end I had to make a watermelon one. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna get everything ready for her and she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them green chicken enchiladas. I begin by making the green enchilada sauce. And don't worry, I'm gonna leave all the ingredients on the comment section. I blend it up in my brand new blender and I also fry up all the tortillas. Once all my tortillas are fried, I begin stuffing them with chicken. I put 4 of them on the foam container and then I begin to ladle all that green sauce all over the enchiladas. I also add some Monterey Jack cheese and let that melt before adding some lettuce, some cebollas curtidas with lemon and salt, a couple of tomatoes, and lots of Mexican crema. Along with the enchiladas, they get a side of Mexican rice and a side of refried beans. And of course, their fork. And yes, guys, I am aware I have 2 different globes. I also made a special lunch for my son's girlfriend and her little sister. They're going through a rough patch right now, but I want her to know that we missed her and we love her. And my son wanted to write a little note for her, so he did. Please excuse his handwriting. And of course, I had to add my 2 cents because I also miss her. I also made her and her sister a side of cut up watermelon with lots of watermelon rim dip because it's hot AF and fresh fruit always makes everything better. Along with today's order, they also had the option between a soda or a cherry lemonade water. Is that even a thing? A cherry lime agua fresca. There you go. and my cousin and her coworkers chose both. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna get all her orders ready, including all of her drinks, and she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Like, she's literally outside. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them Pollo Loco style chicken. And no, it's not a copycat from Pollo Loco, so don't come at me, Pollo Loco workers. I'm gonna begin by marinating my chicken. To my blender, I'm gonna make a paste using all these ingredients I'm gonna list on the screen. In a big ass container, I'm gonna add my chicken, season it with some Chef Merito, some liquid smoke, that paste we just made in the blender, add some pineapple juice, orange juice, lemon juice, some jalapenos, and cilantro. I mixed everything together, stuck it in the fridge to marinate overnight. Now I'm just gonna go babysit my chicken at the grill to make sure it doesn't burn. I put 2 pieces of chicken, a leg, and a thigh. Then I brushed the chicken with a little bit of lime and cilantro butter I made. Along with their chicken, they're gonna get a side of refried beans and a side of Mexican rice. I'm also gonna make them a spicy AF salsa on my molcajete and some fresh pico de gallo with a little bit of sweet corn. I just put everything on these little containers along with the side of that lemon butter that I made in case they wanted to drizzle all over their chicken or for dipping. And of course, you can't forget a warm tortilla. They also had the option between a soda or a hibiscus strawberry agua fresca, and they chose both. And today I had 8 of these orders, including from a couple of people I met on TikTok. Now I'm just gonna pack everything up, get everything ready for her, including her drinks, fight a couple of babies off those drinks, and then she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I'm making them bacon cheeseburgers. I begin by seasoning my meat. I'm gonna use a little bit of mustard, some Worcestershire, Chef Merito all the times, some poppies, and a little bit of pickled jalapeno juice. I mix everything together, and then I grab a little piece to taste to make sure everything is well seasoned. Just kidding, guys. I didn't really taste it. That would have been disgusting. Then I form all my balls to take them outside and put them on my flat top. I like the way the burgers taste better when you smash them instead of just forming the patty and putting them on the flat top. So I smashed my balls. I also put cheese on them so it can get nice and melted, but I forgot to record that part. I also cook my bacon on the flat top, and with that same bacon fat, I'm gonna caramelize some onions and peppers. Butter up my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy. Spread both buns with the chipotle mayo, the patty oozing with melted cheese, some caramelized onions and peppers, and a couple slices of bacon. I also drizzled a little bit of hickory barbecue sauce, topped it off with the top bun, and then wrapped it in parchment paper for them. Along with the burger, they're gonna get a side of fries, and sometimes they come seasoned, and sometimes I season them myself. This time I seasoned them with some Chef Merito steak seasoning. They also had the option between a soda or some watermelon Jamaica water since it was a huge hit, and they chose both. Today I had 12 of these orders, including from a couple people I met on TikTok. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna get everything ready for her so she comes and picks up during lunchtime. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my cousin and her coworkers. Today I made them chicken salad sandwiches. I begin by boiling my chicken, and once it's ready, I use my hand mixer to shred it. For the chicken salad dressing, I'm using mayo, sour cream, and salt and pepper to taste. I also like mixing my dressing and my chicken together first before adding my veggies because I want my chicken to get nice and coated and I don't want my veggies to be smashed. I'm gonna use corn, mixed veggies, and some celery for crunch. I mix it one last time and then I take it to the freezer for a couple of minutes so the salad can be nice and cold. I butter up my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy, add a couple leaves of lettuce, and then the chicken salad. And just to give them a little kick, I'm gonna add some diced pickled jalapenos to some of them, and some tomato slices. I'm gonna top it off with my top bun and then give you a little side view action before wrapping it into some parchment paper and then cutting it in half for them. Then I put it in the foam box, and along with the sandwich, they're getting a little side of chippies. Today they would have had the option between a soda or a hibiscus watermelon water, but since she requested pickup time to be a little too early, I didn't have the chance to make it, so they just took a soda. And that's it, guys. Today they wanted 6 of these orders, including a couple from people I met on TikTok. I just label the boxes with the jalapenos in them, get everything ready for her, including her drinks, and then she comes and picks up during lunchtime.